Good morning. What's going on? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to everyone. Thank you guys for being here this morning. I had to stop and get gas, y'all, this morning because I didn't do it yesterday. Being lazy, ready to go home. My ass is tired at work. But we got our gas and we ready to roll. Ready to roll. How y'all doing? Good morning. I'm about to say happy Monday. Happy Tuesday. Y'all know when I be tired, my days just be it'll be Friday and I'll be like, happy Monday, child. I'll be on some other stuff. But anywho, happy Tuesday. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for the likes on my video from last night, for the pop in. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the support and love for the channel. I appreciate you all. I hope you guys are up and out them. Hopefully you got your coffee and your tea and you're getting or got where you need to be this morning and you're up feeling blessed and all of that. Yes, honey. I am feeling pretty good this morning. I just got to get to work, honey, and get my thick cut bacon and my damn tea. And that will complete me this morning. I don't feel complete yet because I haven't had my tea and my thick cut bacon. Okay, y'all know that's my thing in the morning, honey. If I ain't got that thick cut bacon and that tea, my morning don't move right like it needs to, child. Somebody might get cussed out if I ain't got that bacon in my system. Somebody might get told off if I don't get that tea. So we gotta go on up and then get that. So we will be all right. But good morning. I see y'all coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you all. I hope y'all are up and feeling good this morning. I'm still waking up a little bit. Still waking up a little bit. So y'all bear with me, honey. Bear with me. We do have some great topics for you guys this morning. I have some great topics for you guys this morning. And we're going to get into it. Y'all know celebrity news is always first. But first, let me do my disclaimer. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment, okay? Sir, can you please get the hell out of the way so I can get over? But what you doing in your car? But damn it. I'm sorry, I'm road raging. Let me road rage just a little bit, okay? I'm just trying to road rage just a little bit this morning. Told you I ain't had my bacon yet. Folk gonna get cussed out this morning. Bear with me, bear with me. Goodness gracious. All right, so we're rolling. All right, let's get on into it, child. All right, so Kenya Moore, honey. Kenya Moore is about to be blackballed, child, from Hollywood after this move that she is getting ready to make. We're going to go on and get into it because, baby, listen. Everybody out here, honey, the girls are girling. The girls are mad. The girls are doing the most. Now, my thing is this. When you do crazy things and your network lets you go, you kind of got to accept that and move the hell on, okay? Grow from it, learn from it, and then, hey, you live to come back another day and possibly be back on the show at a later time. Well, Kenya is definitely taking this thing, I feel, a little too far. And this is why I'm saying, you better look at how they did Nene. Nene was the star of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and when she filed a lawsuit, it kept her from stepping foot back on Real Housewives of Atlanta's grounds in terms of filming and or being a part of their franchise. And Kenya, your ass is about to be in the same boat. Now let's go on and get into it. She is suing Bravo. Kenya Moore is suing Bravo. Bitch, your career is over. Okay? You're losing everything, sis. Let's go and get into it. Kenya Moore's fiasco update, child, says that Kenya Moore is filing a discrimination lawsuit against the network, which is Bravo, because she says that they've done nothing to the bar star Tom Sandoval, who she says did something similar that she did. And y'all know she had that allegation for the revenge plea against Brittany, the girl from the show. All right. Now it said that Tom Sandoval's salary doubled after his alleged scandal, while the network actually decided to let Kenya Moore go. Now I can see where she could feel that that's a little discriminatory there. I see that. But you have to be careful in how you move in situations like that. Nene was saying the same thing, that she felt a little discriminated against with the whole Kim situation and how Kim was allowed to get away with things and Kim got her own spinoff and they didn't give Nene one. I feel you on that. But when you sue the network, just like you would if you would sue your job. If you sued your job, they're going to do everything that they can to get rid of your ass. everything that they can. They go nitpicking every little thing that they can in order to get your ass out the door. If you come to work 1 minute late, they're going to keep record of that shit and use it against you as they build a case to get rid of your ass. And that's usually how it works. Now, they're saying, of course, y'all, like I said, the network did let Kenya go after that whole revenge peak thing. They're doing some type of investigation as well. Kenya says that she is weighing her legal options and she is lawyering up and she is planning to sue Bravo for their decision to not allow her to come back to the show. Now, y'all know she's already talked about her Kenya Moore hair care spa thing is not doing well. People are calling up there, making appointments and doing no shows. I'm sorry. She's not making money from that. Also, Sally Beauty has released a statement saying that they've decided to remove all of her hair care products from their stores, that they do not want any business with Kenya because of this revenge piece situation. They don't want that negative, press around them and their business. So she's losing money there. She's not on the show anymore. So she's lost that check. Kenya is losing. You would think that you would get somewhere and sit your ass down and reflect and try to figure out your bounce back, Kenya. And this lawsuit is not going to be the way, because what you're going to do is stick your own foot up your ass and the other foot in your own damn mouth. And you're going to keep yourself from being able to bounce back from this situation. You don't really have any other recourse. I ain't heard about no Tubi movies calling for your ass to be up in there. So you might want to sit this one out. You're not a hot commodity right now, sis. You are not a hot commodity. So far, it sounds like the little child support bullshit that Mark's supposed to be paying you, that little measly $2,000 a month, and the little extra additional $1,000 to go towards your daughter's college fund. That's all you're going to be sitting on, unless you got some other shit going on that we don't know about. So you might want to bow out gracefully on this. You can't be looking at what the white people do. They're going to always take care of their own. And that's just a fact, Jack. You ain't shit you can do about it. That's been going on since the beginning of time. They are going to always look out for their own. Look at how they treated Kim over the rest of the women on the show. Kim could get away with, oh, I'm not filming with them. Oh, I'm not showing up for this, and this. It was allowed. But when your ass do it, it's a different story. You can't do what you see somebody else do and think you can get away with it. Okay? It is color thing. It is. It is. But when you start pressing the issue and start doing that, you're getting ready to keep yourself from being on the network ever again if you file this fucking lawsuit. So you better rethink it. You better rethink. Look at Nene. Look how long it took Nene to bounce. She's just getting on a show to where she is starting to get money, and she's being sued left and right by other people as well. It's not a good look. Won't nobody touch her. Bravo is done with her, and they're gonna be done with your ass when you file, after you finish filing and for this discriminatory. And I get it. I totally get why you're doing it. But it's not a wise move to do it. It's not. You're coming up against Andy Cohen and them. No, ma'am. You might want to retreat this one. You might want to fall back on this one. I'm talking about all the way back. Like this right here. Fall back, baby. Fat Joe said lean back. Bitch, you better lean all the way. Like, hit the floor. Let your head hit the floor with this lawsuit. Take it that way. All right, but let's move on, because there is more, honey, because I'm going to get through all these topics this morning. Jeremy Robinson, okay, the Caucasian guy who was engaged to Tamar Braxton, okay, her Caucasian ex-fiance, all right, the one, I ain't going to go there, I ain't going there. No, Caramel, no, you will not go there, okay? See, I have to check myself sometimes because the bitch go too far sometimes. All right, so he is arrested, guys, for DUI. He got arrested for DUI, okay? Among other things. He just out here wilding. So they said that Jeremy, honey, is said to have received a bond, so he did get out. Now, Jeremy, who is a lawyer, he is a lawyer, was hit with 3 misdemeanor charges, including willful obstruction of law enforcement officers and driving under the influence of alcohol, okay? They said that he was arrested and released the same day. Thank God for that, okay? So you can go on out here, child, and be lawyering up again. And it also goes on to say that he, of course, has to, y'all know everything that they have to do whenever when they get a DUI, okay? That's not a good look for him being an attorney, being a lawyer. I didn't even know he was a lawyer, which I don't even follow him like that. I just try to follow what the tea is, so, surrounding him and Tamar. But yeah, that's not a good look for you, sir. He is, find himself in some trouble. I don't know if it had to do with Tamar and her damn antics, because y'all know they've been doing a lot of fighting back and forth. They had a little drama as it was related to Love and Hip Hop star Tommy. Y'all know who Crazy Tommy is, who got about 87 damn mug shots out there. Y'all know Tommy was doing some finagling with old Jeremy to try to get back at Tamar, and him and Tamar been breaking up and getting back together and breaking up and getting back together. This last time he blasted her and let the people know he ain't fooling with her ass no more. So I don't know if she done drove his ass to be out here drinking and fishtailing in these streets, but he done got him a DUI, and that is it, and that is all on that. So prayers to you, sir. I hope you figure it out and leave Tamar and her crazy ass alone, because you already knew what the hell you was getting into. If you ain't watched not one episode of Braxton Family Values, that's your fault, because that would have told you everything you needed to know about her crazy ass, all right? With her plastic face ass. I really don't do Tamar like that. The rest of the sisters, we here. But Tamar, it's a chop for me, okay? Period. Burn. Moving on, though. Moving on. It's a chop. I can't do Tamar. Now, your music, as long as you singing, I'm with you, girl. But when you open your mouth to start that talking, I can't do you. She can sing down. Oh, she can sing all the way down, baby, to the ground. And I'll listen to you sing. But that talking and them antics and all that shit there, you too extra for me, boo-boo. Yeah, she ain't my type. But let's move on. Chicago police confirm that 109 people were pow-powed, you guys, and 19 were fatally pow-powed in some type of fiasco that happened over the 4th of July weekend, I'm reading, okay? They said that some type of big altercation broke out in Chicago, child. Y'all know Chicago is be out there. Anybody from Chicago in my chat? Y'all be wildin', honey. Y'all be beating ass up over there. Y'all be doing the thing over there in Chicago, all right? Y'all don't play in Chicago. Just like Baltimore, y'all be busting heads over there. Y'all some head busters. But they had some type of big altercation happen in Chicago, child, where they said some kids were also pow-powed in this whole altercation that had happened out there for a 4th of July celebration, girl. And they said that there were a lot of strays that were going on. You know, there were a lot of strays that had happened in that celebration, where 19 people were unalived and 84 people were wounded. So what the hell was going on down there, child, with fireworks going off and bullets flying everywhere? That shit there, listen, that's why I don't be liking a whole lot of crowds like that, because people don't know how to act. When you get alcohol mixed with crazy MFers out there, this is the result. This is the result. This is the result. Yes, honey, head busters. Y'all know. Y'all know. Okay, bust your head straight to the fucking white meat out here. Yes, God. So they said 19 people were unalived, you guys, and 84 people were wounded. Had to be rushed to the damn hospital, all over this huge altercation that happened at this 4th of July celebration right there in damn Chicago. All right. Now, the mayor has spoken up and said that those involved will be caught. Now, they're saying, like, y'all know how different businesses have like surveillance cameras and stuff. So they're using surveillance cameras, and they're going by witnesses and people coming forward saying, hey, I saw this person do this, this person had a pow. So they are taking statements, and those that are involved, the mayor has said that each one will be caught and are punished to the fullest extent of the law for their actions. So they won't. Yeah, y'all ass gonna be going to jail, y'all, for out here acting ratchet and crazy for this damn 4th of July celebration. Why can't people just do right? Why people just can't go out, have a good time, enjoy the fireworks, get your sip on, listen to some music, crip walk just a little bit, and just take your ass home? Like, all that other extra pound, what you doing, child? That's why Caramel don't be around that bullshit. Now, I did go to a little festival, and it was heavily secured up in that bitch, too. Everywhere you look, there was a police officer. I was like, yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And you, too. All y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Okay, because I had my shit with me, too. But, because we don't never leave home without it. But thank y'all for being here, because, baby, people don't know how to fucking act. I go to that little festival every year for 4th of July, and ain't never been nothing that happened. People know how to go shake their ass, because it was live music, great food. People want to go and have a good time, and that's exactly what it was there. But when they get to doing the pow, and baby, I got to go to the car and crank that bitch up and go on in reverse and take my ass, what they call, to the house. Because yeah, we got time for that, okay? But y'all learn how to act out here. My people in Chicago, y'all calm it down, all right? Y'all acting like y'all ass from Baltimore. And nothing against nobody from Baltimore, but y'all some head busters. Love you down, but y'all stay on the fight. Moving on. Y'all know I love y'all, though. My Baltimore people, because I know y'all in here. Baltimore, I love y'all. All right, and in Chicago, I love y'all too. No shade. Moving on, honey. Tracy Edmonds, honey. I was reading a little interview about her. Babyface ex-wife. Okay, she's beautiful. She dated the one that dated Deion Sanders for 87 years, and he never married her ass. I said that's the longest engagement I've ever seen ever. Like, nigga, either you gonna marry her or nah. Like, how you got a beautiful woman like this on your arm and put up with your bullshit because he's a whole narc? How you pull somebody like Tracy Edmonds out here and you don't marry her? Like, anywho, now she speaks on what it was like dating Diddy. I never knew she even damn dated Diddy. So that was news to me. I said, oh, this is interesting. Let's read it. So, of course, you guys know she dated and then married Eddie Murphy, which their marriage ended after only being married for 14 days. Now, they dated 2 years between 2006 and 2008. And they got married, and bitch, they only made it 14 days. I said, I know you lying. Maybe he slipped up and told her that he got caught with that transvestite out there. And she was like, yeah, I ain't gonna do this. Yeah, I ain't gonna do this. That's the whole chop right there. Maybe she was just like that. Because y'all know Eddie, child. They said Eddie was out there caught, child, with a good old tranny up in the car. That one good time. Now, it might have been some more. But yeah, that's what the people had said, honey. He out there fishtailing in them streets with trannies up in his car. So, I said, oh, God, I know you lying. How the hell you be with somebody for 2 years, date them for 2 years and be engaged and get married and can only tolerate their ass for 14 days? I mean, damn. That's 2 weeks, bitch. 2-week marriage? I don't know what to say about that. Anywho and anyway, hey. Now, they said that after Tracy moved on from Eddie Murphy, girl, that she dated Diddy, honey. And Tracy says that Diddy was very charming and that he whisked her off her feet, child, and would buy her all these nice little gifts, and she likes that. Y'all know a woman love a good old gift, especially when it's expensive, girl. But it says that once she came public about their situation, that Diddy started acting funny, and Diddy claims that there was nothing between he and Tracy Edmonds, child. So y'all know Diddy been on that bullshit for a long time, okay? Because y'all know he flip-flop. You know, sometimes he like a little dang-a-lang, and sometimes he like a little walk. Can we be raw this morning? Can we be raw? Put the children back to bed. Shit. I feel like being raw this morning. Go put the kids back to bed. I know they just got up. Shit. Let them go take a nap. I was like, I know you lying. Diddy, your ass, with your ugly ass, you pulled Tracy Edmonds and she come out public and tell everybody that y'all dating and y'all together. You done been buying her all this expensive stuff, Gucci, Louis, Prada, and as soon as she announced that y'all dating, you gonna be out here like, nah, that ain't my girl. Nah, cause what? She should have been saying that about your ugly, dysfunctional ass. Like, for real, for real? Did he, really? Cause y'all know he been out here trafficking folk for a long time. So maybe he felt like, allegedly. So maybe he felt like he couldn't be on that bullshit with her. And you know he like to see several women. And you know that Kim Porter was always in the background, so whoever he was dating, he was still gonna be fooling with Kim. Even when he was with J-Lo, he was still smashing and fooling with Kim. Okay, so he won't gonna never be serious with no woman. And the woman, not to jump ahead too far, but y'all know they just said he just got married to his baby mama child, the one that he just had this recent baby with, the baby love. And I feel like that's only because he don't want her to testify against his ass, because the feds is getting ready to close in on him. And she know all his damn business, all right? She know all his business. He done paid all his other baby mamas to be quiet. But this one right here, she know a lot of shit because she been around a long time. So he done had to up and marry her so she can be quiet. But the situation between him and Tracy Edmonds, whenever she went public about their relationship to let the world know they were dating, he tried to not claim her. And that pissed her off. So she broke things off and she started dating Deion Sanders, which he did her almost, well, he did claim her, but he never married her. He never made an honest woman out of her. And I remember when they had their reality show, she was on there and she was staying in his house. She was trying to tell him, like, you know, you need to move this around because, you know, I'm here. It should be like a his and hers, like in the bathroom, da 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 da. He wasn't trying to hear that shit. He was like, first of all, this is my house. Now you moving in my house. He made it very clear that's my house. And we ain't about to be changing things for you. Now you got your house, but this is my house. And she was letting him know, look, ain't we engaged? Like, we gonna be married. I'm gonna be living here, so we should change this. I'm gonna need a bigger closet, da 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 da. He was like, no, because you're gonna be going back home to your house. So he was very selfish. That's what I took from it. And y'all know Deion, just from watching him on the show, he comes off as being very narcissistic and controlling. So, of course, their relationship did not work either. So, I'm not sure who she's dating right now. But she's very beautiful. And she's been through a lot of guys, it seems, in Hollywood. But I was shocked to hear that she dated Diddy, honey, because I didn't know that. Because I was like, girl, Diddy don't really like women like that. I think that he keep them on their arm. He like a little nice arm candy, honey, to throw the people off so the people don't know he's out here with the BBCs. And y'all know what that is. Because Cassie, honey, said that Diddy like BBCs. And that would be a big black R, okay? That's what Cassie has said. I ain't say it. It's in the deposition, too. It's in her court papers that Diddy like the BBCs. Oh, yeah. So, go off, sir. Go off. That means you got skid marks in the front and in the bike. Y'all read it there, whatever you want to, okay? This is a whatever type of morning. If you got skids in the front and the bike, that speaks volume to the type of bitch you are out here. So, all right, moving on, though. Moving on, girl. All right, so Songwriter. I ran up on this, too, because y'all gonna be like, what? Yes. Songwriter Benito Glossom speaks out, okay, about a time that, y'all remember MC Hammer, honey, with the hammer pants. He says MC Hammer stole and sold one of his songs called, and everybody know who this song is, what this song is, I Miss You. Y'all remember, by Aaron Hall. Y'all remember that song? I miss you, talking to you, baby. That one. I miss you. That one, okay? Now, he says that they stole his song. Took his song and stole the damn song and sold it to Aaron Hall. So Aaron Hall did not write that song. He stole that fucking song. And he switched up some of the verses on the song to try to make it his own. But he stole it. Which became one of, everybody know, Aaron Hall, one of his biggest hits. I love the song. When I heard it, I was like, oh my God. When I saw the video, I was like, oh, Jesus. Okay, it became a little bit more real once I saw the video. But to hear that he actually stole this damn song, I was like, Lord. All right, now he says that Aaron Hall better pay him his residuals because he about to lawyer up and sue him. Now, imagine how much money Aaron Hall's made off this song, I Miss You. This song been out since, what, the 90s? Imagine how much money Aaron Hall made from this damn song. He had to pay this man a lot of money. He said he want all his damn residuals from I Miss You, all right? Dude even started singing the song in this interview. I might play it later when we have our poppy in. Dude got a voice. He could sing. You could tell he wrote the song. And they were like, he sang the way he wrote it. But then he also sang how Aaron Hall kind of switched it up and changed the song to make it his own so that people wouldn't think like, okay, so maybe he thought the guy wasn't going to recognize that was his song. But dude was like, that's my damn song. And when he heard it and he saw how well it was doing, I guess he sat back and was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to just see how good this song going to do. And then I'm going to launch this damn lawsuit. And that's what he's done. He about to get a nice check, though. Aaron Hall, baby, you got to pay up, all right? So Aaron Hall, with his stuttering ass, he said he reached out to Aaron Hall and he asked him about the song. He said that Aaron Hall started stuttering and acting like he didn't know what he was talking about. But he was like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to launch this lawsuit, and I bet you your ass will remember then when you get them court papers. I bet you you'll remember then when you got to go write that check for these damn residuals, okay? So like I said, he is now geared to sue Aaron Hall for the song I Miss You because he wrote it, he can prove it, and Aaron Hall stole his song. So there you go on that. Aaron Hall, thank you for the song. You sound great in the song, but sir, go on and pay that man, okay? Moving on, child. Ray J says that his breakdown, y'all remember I'm telling y'all, we were talking about Ray J, he was saying he was very suicidal with the S, all right? We got to say it that way for YouTube purposes. He's saying that his breakdown occurred after he and Princess Love, his now ex-wife, finalized their divorce. I didn't even know they finalized. I know they filed because they filed about 3-4 times and never followed through. But Ray J says that they finally finalized their divorce, so it became very real to him that Princess is out of his life. She is the mother of their 2 children. They have a daughter and a son, beautiful kids. But Ray J and Princess, like I said, they filed for divorce so many times and they retracted it. But Princess filed this last time and she followed through the divorce because she said that she and Ray J were having a lot of issues with him having infidelity. He could not stop cheating. And he was also asking her to participate in threesomes, and she said that she didn't want to do it. She didn't like it. She didn't like having other women in her home and in her bed, but she did it because she didn't want him to go outside of the house and outside of the marriage. That's a sticky place to be in when you are doing things in a marriage that you don't want to do sexually, because you don't want to see your spouse go outside and do it with somebody else. That's a sense of control, I think. And you're not happy in that situation, because who wants to see their spouse rubbing up on somebody else, loving up on somebody else, when you feel like you can give them that? But Ray J just had an issue where he wanted to be with multiple women, and she kind of conformed to this lifestyle that he created, I guess for them, because she started doing it as well. They talked about it on Love and Hip Hop, where she was saying, he blurted it out, said, you don't act like you weren't out here doing threesomes with me. Don't act like you didn't like it. She says, no, I didn't like it. I did it so you wouldn't be outside of the house with other women. And I feel like once you're in a relationship and you get to the point to where you're having to do things like that, it's time to get the hell out of there. It's time to get the hell out of there, because at this point, it's becoming more so of pleasure for you. You're not thinking about me in terms of what I feel and how I feel in this situation. You're just trying to be pleased, and you're using me to orchestrate your own happiness. Let's say it that way. It ain't got shit to do with me. I'm just a body at this point. I'm just a body. I'm just somebody that you're using to fulfill your guilty pleasures. So she should have left a long time ago. The first time that you filed and you realized that this is what it was, you should have left. I mean, really, you should have left after he pushed your ass in that pool when you had a full face of makeup on. And even though you did throw a drink, it started. But when this nigga pushed you in the pool and then turned around and ran off because he knew you about to get on his ass after that, that's when y'all really should have just broken up. Because how do you come back after that? I mean, your hair done, you done spent money to hire somebody to do your makeup, your hair, you looking good, had on your nice little clothes with high heel shoes, shower with your stilettos. He done pushed you in the damn pool on national television. You should have left then. You're not about to push me in no pool with my red bottoms on. And I done sat here and paid for somebody to do my damn hair, and I'm talking my hair was all curled up, pretty, makeup, everything, child. Face was beat to the gods, and she done pushed her ass in the pool. I said, baby. But yeah, so Ray J is blaming the fact that Prince is loved and went out here and filed and finalized this damn divorce as to why he been acting so erratic and crazy and feeling very suicidal now, because he feels that he don't have his family no more. But that's your fault, because when she was there, you ain't want him. Well, you did. You wanted her with somebody else, but you didn't want her. You didn't respect her. So she realized her worth finally, and she decided to go ahead and leave. So shout out to her for that. Shout out to her. She's too beautiful to put up with a little cornball like him. I mean, the nigga can't sing. He can't be faithful. Like, what was you getting out of this? Maybe some money, because they say he loaded. He got some money. He's a great business guy, but he's trash when it comes to being a husband and knowing how to treat a woman. So I thank you, girl, for realizing your worth and get the hell out of there, because you're too beautiful for that. Prince's love. All right? Moving on, child. Moving on. Nigga out here sounding like he got dribbles up his ass trying to sing. And you cheating too? Nah. You could at least been faithful, because you really ain't got shit else to offer but some money. But he do have a big schlong, where I give him that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that, because I did see the Kim Kardashian SCX tape back in the day. He do have a big one. Damn. That's probably why she stuck around. Shit, I forgot about that. Brother is like a horse, y'all. Ray J is officially part horse and part human, baby. Because listen, if you ain't see the video, good God Almighty, okay? Ooh, child. Girl, I know you had several hysterectomies being married to his ass. That's why you stayed. I forgot. But let's move on, girl, because there is more. All right, let's talk about Kiki's homegoing, because I know that's why a lot of you guys in my bushes and why y'all are here. Because who got the tea, girl? That'll be me. We got sources. Let's talk. Let's talk. All right, so the obituary, from what I'm hearing, my source lets me know, and I do have the obituary, at which I will share at the pop-in, okay? I have all 20 pages of the obituary. It's beautiful. Beautiful, like a magazine, okay? It look like a whole magazine. Let's talk. So the obituary, like I said, is 20 pages long, just like a magazine. And there were no pictures, because there was pictures of like all the cousins, pictures of all different family members that were related to Kiki, grandmas, cousins, all of them. On the obituary, Tisha was nowhere to be found. Tisha was not on the obituary. I'm going to share it with you guys later for pop-in. Of course, I can't do it because I'm driving. So we're going to do it for pop-in. But I will share that with you guys later today in my video. So Tisha was nowhere to be found on the obituary. Okay? Somebody said good. Y'all are hell in the comments. I cannot. Let's continue. Now, from my source lets me know that there was some type of conversation, had to be, because y'all know Kiki's uncle, Ellis Dawson, let it be very much so known that he did not want Wanda and Tisha and her stupid ass son-in-law, is what he called him, trash ass son-in-law, Marceau, to be at the funeral. He did not want cast members to be there as well. I think there was some type of conversation that was had last minute, because my source lets me know that 15 minutes prior to the service beginning, last minute, that Tisha and Marceau and Wanda also arrived at this funeral, at Kiki's funeral, okay? Tisha and Marceau both sat at the back, like on the back row, in the at the church, in the funeral, okay? At the funeral. Tisha was very hysterical, you guys. They said Tisha was crying uncontrollably. She was loud. She was crying very loud. She was crying uncontrollably at this funeral. Could it be guilt? I would say so. Because her last words pertaining to Kiki was that Kiki was unalived to her. When the interviewer Dustin Ross asked her, where are you and Kiki now? Have you guys talked? Have you guys squashed it? Tisha was like, no, we haven't spoken. In the interview that I played for you guys last night, Kiki had also said that she and Tisha have not spoken, and that they was trying to take a break from each other so that things could kind of die down. So they had not spoken and fixed this situation. And guilt was tearing Tisha's ass up when she got there. Now, my source tells me that Tisha sat there crying uncontrollably, very loudly. She was, she was out of control. And that she just sat there staring at Kiki's casket the entire time. She was crying uncontrollably, and she was staring at Kiki's casket, okay? All right. And that Marceau, of course, sitting beside her, had to console her because she was crying so hard. Now, they says that Wanda showed up, walked up to the casket, viewed Kiki's body, and then she was emotional as well. She went to sit down beside Tisha, who was crying uncontrollably with Marceau, okay? And she began crying alongside Tisha at the funeral, okay? These are the updates. There's more. All right, so Stormy, Courtney, and Martell arrived, as well as Destiny. They walked in at the end with the y'all know how the family kind of walk in when y'all know they bring the friends and whatever, then they bring the family in. So at the end of the line where the family walks in to be seated, Stormy, Courtney, and Martell, as well as Destiny, walked in at the tail end of the family being walked in to be seated, okay, because they arrived late. Of course, Melody did not show up because anywhere that Martell is, she cannot be. Y'all know that through court documents because there's this little situation going on between them. So anywhere that Martell is, Mel cannot be. So Mel was not at the funeral. Trisha and Ken, they were also there in the audience. Maurice and his brother Micah showed up. Kimmy did not attend the funeral. Okay, Kimmy did not attend Kiki's funeral. No other cast members were there. From what I'm being told, no drama popped off. Wanda and Tisha and Marceau, the cast, they were there, but nothing popped off. Everybody was cordial. Everybody was very emotional during the funeral. So I think that everybody kind of put their differences aside per conversation, I'm sure, because they weren't going to be able to show up prior. Wanda and Tisha and Marceau and them did not show up prior to the viewing, because y'all know the day prior they had like a viewing for the body. They didn't come to that, and I think they weren't invited because they said, from my source letting me know, that Kiki's family was on ready in case they showed up because they didn't want them there, and they made it clear. So I think right before the funeral, I think there may have been a conversation with Wanda and them with Kiki's family, say, hey, look, we just want to come and pay our respects, ain't gonna be no mess. Maybe they apologized for whatever was said and done. I'm not sure. I don't know what conversation was had, but something had to be said because it was made clear that they did not want them there. So they did show up, and a few cast members did. So no drama popped off at the funeral. It was very peaceful and it was very cordial, okay? Now they're saying, let's see. Okay. We know about that. Now, the funeral home that handled Kiki's arrangements is called Royal Funeral Home, which is, they're saying, located across the street or diagonally across from Black Cigar Lounge. So that's going to be something that's going to weigh on Tisha very heavily, I think, because you're going to be able to see the same place that Keke took her final resting place. And that's going to be a constant reminder for her. Like I was telling you guys, Tisha was very broken up about this. They did share some recent pictures where all the family was together. I think I shared that on my Facebook page. If you guys follow me there, you will see those. I posted them where there was a huge picture where all the with Tisha, Marceau, Wanda was also in the picture, and a few looked like cousins and nieces and nephews or whatever. Tisha looked very beat down. Tisha looks like she did not get any sleep in days, you guys. Tisha looked tired. Tisha looked like she ain't slept in a while in those pictures. I said, damn, Tisha. This situation between she and Keke is, you can tell, is really weighing on her. And the fact that you got to look diagonally across the street from Black Cigar Lounge when you pull up there and see this funeral home and know that that's where Keke took her final resting place, that's going to bother her. It's going to be a constant reminder for Tisha. But they said Tisha really cried hard at this damn funeral. I feel like she thought about all the shit that she said. She might have thought about what she said at that Dustin Ross interview, and that shit ate her up. Because if you guys watched my interview last night, Keke made it very clear that she and Tisha grew up. They were 2 weeks apart. They could have been sisters. They looked just alike. But there was a lot of jealousy, and there was a lot of mess that Wanda kind of, put in between them. And I got to be very honest when I say this. I feel like Tisha was very jealous of Keke because of how she grew up versus how Tisha grew up. As they said, across the track, she grew up poor. Keke grew up having money. Keke grew up around being able to have things, the finer clothes. She stayed in a nicer home. So I feel like there was some jealousy there. And when the two of them would get together and hang out, it was always a comparison between the two. So Tisha's always, her entire life, felt that she was always in competition when it came to Keke. As a child and also as an adult. With Keke being on Love, Marriage, Huntsville, once again, it brought up that competition to where Tisha felt that she had to do what she had to do in order to get Keke off this show, because Keke was outshining Tisha on this show. Y'all remember Carlos King said in the beginning that he had to tell Tisha, look, you got to step it up or you got to go. As I was saying, Carlos let Tisha know, you got to step it up, baby, or you got to go. I don't know if you need to add a little more ratchet. You need to start talking a little more. We need something else from you. Keke came in and kicked the damn door down. Keke had that personality that was right for reality TV. And Tisha felt a way about that. Keke had a lot of people that liked her. They saw it for her because she was so outspoken. And I felt like that's one of the reasons why Marceau and them found it fitting and proper for them to try to get Keke off the show and was throwing out her addiction and all that, because they felt that with Keke being on this show, one, she knew all of their secrets. Two, they threw up the drug thing because they knew that would be something to make people not like her anymore and to look at her differently versus her coming on the show and this, because y'all know nobody really never liked Tisha and Marceau. So to have somebody come on the show and be like, oh, I got the tea on you, we were like, yes, because they've been able to be on this show for seasons without telling their stuff. Okay? And that's just how I see it. With Wanda not being on there anymore, Tisha really didn't have any recourse. She didn't have nothing to bounce back on. So Marceau stayed in the middle of Keke and Tisha's mess, which kept the two of them from coming together and reconciling, because he did not want them to be in favor of each other, even though they were relatives. He didn't like them to be around each other. He didn't want them to fix their situation because Keke knew too much of their business. And he did not want Keke, I guess, to feel like she could manipulate Tisha into, having her around. In the event that Keke would slip up and say something. Marceau was very uncomfortable around Keke. He was very uncomfortable. And when it was talks of this whole threesome situation coming out, Marceau really stepped it up with the whole Keke was on drugs, Keke's on drugs, Keke's on drugs. Every other episode he was talking about that shit. And it was said that he went to, and Keke said it as well, that Marceau and Tisha went to production on her. So they've been trying to get her kicked off this damn show. She said it in the interview that I played last night. Keke said it, that Marceau and Tisha went to production on her. They wanted her off the show. They didn't want her on there. When Keke first went to Tisha to come on this show, Tisha told her it's not time yet. I'm working on some things behind the scenes. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. She never wanted Keke on this show. But she was giving Keke all these excuses as to why Keke had to wait to be on this show. But she wasn't talking to Carlos for Keke to be on this show. Tisha didn't want her on this show because that would have been her competition. She was jealous. And when she got on this show by way of Melody, that caused a bigger wedge between Tisha and Mel, to where Tisha had this vitriol towards Mel for helping Keke get on this damn show, because it was never meant for Keke to be on the show. Keke said she was trying to be on this show since season 1. Since season 1. So when she saw that Tisha was lying to her in terms of saying, I'm going to help you get on here, but this season is not the right season. Like, wait till next season. So she kept getting that, wait till next season, wait till next season. She was never going to help her. So when she went through Melody, that's when the issues occurred. That's when Marceau started coming for Mel. Because it was like the audacity of you to go over our head and bring our family member on here. And she's talking against us. How dare you bring her on here? That's how that happened. But back to this homegoing, there was no drama. Wanda did show up. They said she was emotional. Tisha was very, 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 they said, emotional. Okay? She was crying like really uncontrollable, and Marceau really had to calm her. And it's because you didn't fix this situation with your cousin and you didn't do her right when she was here. Okay? Period. That's why they mad at Mel, because Mel brought her on there. They didn't like that. Mel was always the one to come back whenever y'all saw how Mel went and got the drug test for Keke to take that so that she could prove that she wasn't still on the stuff. Because Marceau and them kept, oh yes, she's on drugs, she's on drugs, she's on drugs. Mel was like, look, take this drug test. Mel was the one that was always trying to smooth things out. And they didn't like that. It was like every time they thought that they was getting Keke off the show, Mel would come through and save the day. They didn't like that. So now, as you see, they're coming after Mel now. With this whole millimeters bullshit. It's like, oh, we're going to pay you back for this. This is our way of paying you back. And not only are we going to pay you back, we're going to get all of the cast to get in on this as well, to say that your millimeters is the problem and that's coming for us and causing all this friction within the cast. So this is a mess that I feel Marceau, I know, is behind it. Because you said it on your video when you were talking about the ratings, and we ain't worried about the ratings going down. Marceau is behind this. He's got all the cast involved in talking about this millimeter bullshit. That's what's going on here. So now it's an attack on Melody, and I feel like it's because Melody helped Keke be on this show, which then snatched the covers off of all of their stuff that they were trying to hide. Because Tisha and Marceau been able to hide on this show and not tell their stuff, but conveniently they can get in everybody else's business and expose them, but they don't want to be exposed. Keke exposed them. And I said last night in my video, whenever they all went to Besma and Tisha and Wanda and them, all their family, whenever Keke was getting ready to tell something and Marceau kept saying, go ahead and do it, tell it. It's going to be a problem, tell it. What is it that's so bad that Keke could tell that will make you be so rah-rah and mad and threatening her that you're going to do this or you're going to do that if she tells your business, if you guys have no issues or infidelities? That was my question. Okay, that's my question. But that's it, and that's all on that. Let's move on, because I want to get all my topics out. All right, Wanda released a statement, a very long statement, okay, that we all know she didn't write that shit. We know. If you guys read it, I posted that as well on my Facebook page as well. People were in the comments tearing her ass up, saying, girl, you did not write this. Now, how do I know she didn't write it? Because at the end of the damn essay, I'm going to call it essay because the shit was long, I said, I ain't about to read all this bullshit, but then I had to read it, and all these big words and the way that the sentences were lined up. I said, bitch, didn't you say you go to school 2 days? Did you went to school 2 days? Ain't no way in the hell you can write this. Big words, you can't even say half the words on there, Wanda. There's no way in the hell you wrote this shit. At the end of this damn essay, it says written by Wanda. Now, who makes a statement and then write at the end of it, written by Wanda? Who does that? You just write shit out and say, thank you guys for all of the love and support for our beloved Keke, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You do that. You don't go down at the end like it's a whole book written by. I said, who wrote this? Who does it? You didn't need to write that. But she was saying, this shit's so stupid. Clearly somebody else wrote it for her, okay? Because people were in the comments. Everybody saw that Wanda did not write this. And several people were coming for her. Wanda hopped in the comments too and responded. All right? It was a lot. Y'all know Wanda be doing a lot of misspelled words. Now, I saw when Wanda wrote something on social media before, and there was a lot of misspelled words. There were broken sentences and all that. So then when I saw this shit that she put out most recently that she said she wrote, I said, nah, she didn't write that. Because I've seen some stuff that Wanda wrote before, and baby, it was bad. And I know Tisha didn't write it because she can't spell either. But Wanda responded and says, by saying, what the hell? She said, what the hell make you think that I didn't write it? She says that I can't talk, but I damn sure, S-H-O, okay, not W, S-H-O-W. I damn sure, S-H-O, can spell. Period. Okay, y'all know she always got to put that in there. And I said, yeah, you wrote that right there. But that other thing, you didn't write that shit. She put, yes, that part, boo, because that's how she talk, okay? Again, Wanda, let me remind you, you said that you only went to school for 2 days, all right, sis? Not sure where you got this from, who wrote it for you. Probably Marcella. Marcella probably wrote this shit for you. That sounds like something she might do. I think Marcella might have wrote this statement, and that's fine if she did. But don't be sitting there writing at the end of the statement that you wrote it, because everybody know that that's a whole fucking lie. You not write that. And then to be arguing in the comments with people, you supposed to be grieving. What you doing in the comments? What you still doing putting out posts and thank yous and all that after the uncle done told your ass to stop doing that, because it's giving that you clout chasing. Because you've done too many videos where you talked a whole lot of shit about Kiki. Now you on the kumbaya and you want to be back to doing these posts and these thank yous again, like you in charge of everything. You are not in charge of the girls, Wanda. You are not in charge of the girls. Sit your ass down, fake ass Della Reese. Sit down, Della Reese. You are not in charge of the girls. The uncle done told your ass, and everybody else done told you. Now your ass barely got to be to the funeral. You barely got to be to the funeral with that ashy shoulder that your ass had out with that ruffled dress with no shoulder over here, no strap over here. I said, what the hell she got on? What you got on? Sit your ass down somewhere. Now you done came back like you the church secretary out here writing all these damn essays talking about by Wanda Morley. Don't put your whole name on it. I said, bitch, you didn't write that. Here you go again. The hearse just pulled away from the church and your ass back on the bullshit again. Rat back on the bullshit again. I said, well, hot damn. Hot damn. What is going on, y'all? Back clout chasing again. Back broke tongue lying again. Back out here on the bullshit again. That's how we're gonna have to say it. I said, see. Damn. Wanda, take that shit down, okay? Take that down. Nobody asked you to do that. Nobody asked you to put no big ass essay up there thanking everybody, because your ass you can't talk, and you definitely cannot write, and we know you didn't write that. And I'm gonna say that right here. And I know you're gonna be mad, and when you get done grieving, probably tomorrow, because I feel like you're done for you to put that shit out. Okay, I feel like you're done. You're gonna be back on the bullshit here. Probably we're gonna give you another day to be back on your bullshit again. I know you're gonna be trying to come for me and be trying to read me down, but you know we stay on green. I know you're grieving, but I'm gonna tear your ass cheeks off if you come over here on that bullshit. All right. I'm sorry. You're gonna be on your bullshit, I'm gonna have to be on mine. Now I'm coming over here on that. Talking about catamel. It's caramel. There's no D in my name. Catamel is out here saying that I didn't write that essay. But I just want to hop on my live with a B. I just want to hop on my live and say that I did write it. Now everybody out here say I didn't write it, but I did write it. And I'm still grieving. And I need y'all to stop lying and saying that I didn't write it. When I knowed, that's how the old people say it. When I knowed that I did write it. Okay? And then at the end of that, she gonna say, by Wanda, more leads. Okay? I'm like, bitch, are you signing off in your life? Trying to read me down? Like, we see you, Wanda. You ain't got to say it's by Wanda, okay? Like you did in your essay. You ain't got to do that shit, okay? You ain't got to play in this area when you do that. I'm just letting you know, okay? She gonna be mad as hell. She gonna be mad as hell at my ass. That damn caramel. I don't like her. And she always started. Anytime she talk about me now, she always say I don't like her, as if we made up somewhere along the way. I'm like, you didn't like me in the last video. Same energy. It's fine. Just go ahead and say what you got to say. You don't got to say you don't like me. That's already been established. Okay, I don't like your ass either. Okay. I mean, for whatever reason or whatever. All right. But yeah, she released that very lengthy statement, child, that nobody cared to hear and or read, child. But yeah, supporting her, talking about thanks for supporting Kiki, child, and all that, child. We've been supporting Kiki. You just started. Remember, okay? You just started supporting her. So thank you, girl, for your essay. All right. And signing off, girl, like you wrote a whole book over there by Wanda. Thank you, girl. Okay. Let me roll my eyes right quick. All right. All right. So, did I have anything else? Okay, yeah, so I'm going to save this for my other two topics. We're going to save that. Well, no, hell no. I'm going to talk about this. Phaedra's biggest, let's talk about Phaedra, child. Because Phaedra, girl, guess who is coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? I knew this shit was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. All right, let's get into this Phaedra. Let's get into this Phaedra part. The other stuff we're going to talk about, child, whenever I have my pop in. All right. So Phaedra Parks, guys, is renegotiating her contract with Bravo and Real Housewives of Atlanta, you guys. Plus, Cynthia Bailey is seen filming more scenes in Real Housewives of Atlanta as well, which means that they might be trying to bump her up from just friend of. Not sure. Of course, you guys know Kandi Burruss has announced that she is not coming back to the show, Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right. She's not returning. She is not returning. I announced that last night. Phaedra wasted not 1 second, you guys, putting her bid in to put her stake in to her claim of being back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Portia is also pulling some strings to get Phaedra back as well. Now, the problem with that is she has already signed her contract with Married to Medicine. She has to fulfill that contract first. They're trying to figure out how they can, have her flip-flop between the two since they are on the same network. We'll see what's going to happen. But word on the curb is that Portia is pulling some strings for Phaedra to come back and start filming some scenes on Real Housewives of Atlanta, because they are still filming, okay? To be a full-time peach holder. Not sure how she's going to be a full-time peach holder with her contract with Married to Medicine, but we're going to see what that's giving, okay? Now, they're saying that her biggest hang-up, Phaedra's biggest hang-up, like I said, is her contract with Married to Medicine. They're still trying to figure that out. Now, Cynthia Bailey, they just said she filmed and had a huge party or something at her home out there at Lake Bailey, where all the cast was there. They wanted Phaedra to be able to film and make an appearance there, but she was not able to get a contract to where she could do that because she's also filming scenes with Married to Medicine. So she was not able to be there. Portia wanted her to be there as like her +1, but Bravo could not work it out contractual wise. Okay, so they're trying to get her back, y'all, since Kandi ain't coming back. I was like, okay, that might be good for that show. So she's trying to, what y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel that Phaedra should come back and secure her contract with Real Housewives of Atlanta? Because that's what it's giving. I think she's coming back. I think she's coming back because Andy does like Phaedra. Andy loves himself some Phaedra. So I feel that she is definitely coming back, since Kandi has made it publicly known that she will not be returning to the show. So we'll see, honey. Frick and Frack is damn show coming back, okay? So that's our show, guys. That's our show. I'm going to save the rest of my topics for my pop-in today, and we will get into that, all right? So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I will definitely be sharing all 20 pages of the obituary so you guys can hear it. And I'm hearing that Ariane may have spoken at the funeral as well. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it now, but we will talk about it, because y'all know that Kiki was Ariane's professor in college, okay? So I'm hearing that she may have been there, which I'm glad Melody was not, because that would have been a fiasco. But yes, we will get into it. I will show you guys all 20 pages of that, because I do have it at our pop-in. You guys enjoy your day. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Thank you so much to all of the content creators that joined us today. And thank you to my mods, KBR, Linda Gamble, and Belle Wilson. Thank you all three for modding for me today. And for all of my caramelians for joining, please hit that like button. All 847 of y'all. Y'all are bad to the bone. Thank y'all. We got 246 likes. Please get the likes up. If you didn't hit it on the way in, it's fine. You can do it on your way out, okay? I still love you guys the same. Somebody says storyline to bring coleslaw on the show. Yeah, no, she ain't coming, because Mel has made it very clear that if Coleslaw is on the show, she will not be there. I do not see Carlos King risking Melody not being on this show or walking away from the show to bring Ariane on the show. I don't see that happening. So, and plus he's also said he's not fooling with Ariane like that. He's not working with her because she's too disrespectful. So, nah, I don't see it happening. But that's it and that's all, okay? Love you guys down. I try to keep y'all up on the T. Please hit that like button. All right, let's get out of here. Love you guys down. And bye.